Welcome. Today I have another ink sample review for you. This one is by Alchemy and it's called Raven Blue. And we're going to go ahead and do a swatch of this. If I get the bottle open, there we go. Alchemy has some really fun bottles for their inks. This one is just a sample, so I can't show you the bottle, but I highly recommend looking them up and checking it out. All right, this is a really dark blue. It's very pretty. Let's put this here, Raven Blue and Endless Alchemy. Okay. All right, I think I want to put a little bit more on here just so it's a little bit heavier on one side like I usually do. There we go. I feel like that didn't get a very good swatch there. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and put this under the fan to dry. I'll be right back. All right, and we're back. Let's go ahead and do a test on copy paper. I always like to test the inks on some cheap paper because sometimes all you have, maybe you're going to school or work or something and there's just cheap paper available and you can't bring your nice stuff with you. So copy paper. This is the cheapest possible copy paper. All right, this looks actually really good. I don't see any feathering at all. Very nice color. Very work-safe color as well so far. I'm going to go ahead and set that aside to dry, and then we're going to try this also on HP 32, which is a nice and expensive paper as well, but it's a type of copy paper, but it has a really nice finish on it, so the ink tends to perform much better on this paper, better than it would on other cheap papers. So this is a good in-between sometimes. Okay, this is HP 32. This is a nice even color. Goes down really smooth. I like all their inks that I've tried so far. So, okay, that's how it looks. We're going to let that dry and start on some Tomoe River paper. And this paper tends to really show off the good properties of the inks, in my opinion. Of the three that I typically test on, this one usually does the best. And if there are any colors that you'd like to see me review, Tomoe River. All right. If there are any colors you'd like to see me review, just leave a comment, and if I have the ink or if I can get it, then we'll do a review. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take a look at the swatch, see if it's dry. All right, there we go. And I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So on copy paper, this looks really good. It's like a really nice navy blue, very, very dark, very pretty color. This is great for cheap papers. It looks like it'll perform just fine. No issues at all that I could see. And then here it is on the HP 32, and you can see here in the two swatches, it looks like two totally different colors. But that's because there's some kind of a sheen in this ink, and you can see it in the writing too. It becomes a really nice shading ink because of that sheen. Here where the ink went down heavier, it's like a dark, almost kind of like a black or a dark, just a really dark color. And then where the ink goes down a little bit lighter, it shows blue. So you get both. So this is why this paper, even though it's not very expensive, is really nice to use sometimes because you can see the different qualities of the ink. And then here it is on Tomoe River. And this again looks like a completely different ink. That doesn't look anything like blue at all. It's just a dark, like a, I don't know, like a, I think it's supposed to be a black sheen. I can't really tell, but whatever it is, it almost looks brown, but in the writing as well, you can see it's more that sheen color and a lot less of the blue. There is some of the blue here, where the ink goes down a little bit lighter, but you kind of see the progression from just blue to blue with the black shading to just sheen only pretty much, and a little bit of blue showing in some places. So that's why I test on all the papers. So this is a really fun ink because it's going to look different, completely different, depending on what paper you're using. Really cool. And then here is the swatch that we made. And here you can really see that sheen. And you can see it's not really a black sheen. It's got some color to it. It looks like maybe it was a maybe like a pink or a red sheen, but since it's got the blue behind it, it looks kind of brown or black. And down on the writing here, you can see it. It's pretty clear. So this is a really cool ink because of all the different properties and how different it's going to look depending on what paper you use. So if you found this review helpful to you at all, or if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe so you can see more. And thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.